Welcome back to Attack the Block, the series where I talk all about cartoon blocks of the past and present. This is episode 3, and as you can tell by the title, I'm doing something a little different, talking about the future. And I wanted to add my thoughts on something that's really been kicking up in the Cartoon Network world. So, in fall 2017, Adult Swim randomly placed a promo that read, "Coming spring 2018, Adult Swim Jr., stay tuned for details." This, of course, blew up on blog sites including Reddit, as well as gained attention from YouTubers like The Roundtable. While there is heavy speculation that this is a joke, and just as heavy speculation that this is going to be the biggest thing ever, and will be the second coming of Cartoon Network, and will have all your favorite shorts and shows, let's just start with the fact that it might be a reality. Let's just start at the ground level that it's a reality, and go from there. The Adult Swim programming block launched back in September of 2001 and airs adult-centric shows from 8 p.m. through 6 a.m. Like Cartoon Network, the block has acquired series to go along with original programming. Standout original series include Robot Chicken, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Squidbillies, The Boondocks, and Rick and Morty, while acquired shows include King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers, and the McFarlane trio of Cleveland Show, American Dad, and Family Guy. While the iconic anime-centric Toonami launched 4 years before Adult Swim, it presently airs on Saturday nights in the Adult Swim time slot. Adult Swim has some of the Cartoon Network channel's highest viewership, so with name recognition and high ratings, Adult Swim Jr. is a logical move with a bland name. This image has floated around the web from YouTube videos to blog posts alike, citing that this was leaked and possibly official. It features Infinity Train, Tigglewinks, Victor and Valentino, and Close Enough. Put a snippet on Close Enough, I'm going to talk about that and why it makes this all the more interesting. And here's my first high mark of curiosity. Both Cartoon Network and Adult Swim utilize acquired programming to fill, so this really tells us what the block will be like. And generally speaking, I'm getting the sense that, like Toonami, this is going to be a once-a-week programming block, since none of the cartoons are currently airing, number one, and number two, there are no acquired cartoons to sort of fill in that programming slot. This is probably the greatest question of all, and one that makes me skeptical of the block's entire existence. As I've said before, Adult Swim works. Ratings are stronger than almost all of the cable landscape. For instance, Adult Swim's 11 p.m. time slot scores higher than its cable competitors, and in an era where Cartoon Network and many other channels' ratings are declining, it's hard to imagine Turner would want to tamper with the big daddy of their programming. There are two places, though, I can think of Adult Swim airing when you take the 1 day per week approach into account, as well as the fact that there are 4 cartoons on this list. The Saturday positioning is better than a Friday or Sunday slot due to the expectation of a different set of programs in the later airing Toonami block. There is the benefit of not affecting the Cartoon Network schedule for the most part, starting at 7 instead of 8, while airing immediately after this block would be Rick and Morty. Of course, even later on, Toonami. Going deeper and later into Adult Swim's programming risks ratings fluctuations that I doubt Turner wants. There's a high possibility of Adult Swim Jr. not airing on Adult Swim's channel at all. In that previously mentioned list of cartoons, we have not only the Cartoon Network shorts of Infinity Train, Victor and Valentino, and Tigglewinks, but Close Enough. And Close Enough is everything. And Close Enough is a highly anticipated series. It was developed by J.G. Quintel, the same mind behind the legendary Regular Show. So when the teaser for the series dropped in summer, everyone jumped on it, but everyone also saw that it was from TBS. TBS is the original Turner station. As it's formerly known, TBS is the Turner Broadcasting System. Since its 2015 rebrand, the channel skewed toward more comedies, animation, and more late-night talk shows. It saved American Dad from cancellation and picked up production, features the longest-running talk show host Conan O'Brien, has successful original content like People of Earth, Full Frontal with Samantha Bee, Wrecked, and The Detour, while airing sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory, Family Guy, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Seinfeld, and King of Queens, to name a few. It's doubtful Turner Broadcasting was just like, yeah, Adult Swim, we'll air the promo here, then you guys will pick up the airtime later on, and that's how it's going to work. I just think that Close Enough logically was going to air there. Another animated series titled Final Space has a release date of 2018 for TBS, but isn't even on this Adult Swim Jr. speculative list, which makes things even more confusing, as if you were going to gain mature cartoons in a block, you'd just as likely include Final Space as you would Close Enough. Quite simply, Adult Swim Junior could air on TBS and host a lot of the new original programs featured there. It wouldn't particularly dent Cartoon Network or Adult Swim's schedule, and would benefit in being promotional material for TBS viewers to watch Adult Swim and Adult Swim viewers to watch TBS, and sort of explain that, the whole thing's sort of like a family. The only flaw I could see is the Kids WB Cartoon Network problem, where two channels are negatively affecting one another within the same brand with similar content. And we just really don't have a definitive answer to this big question of where are they going to air, what's going to be on it, and why is Close Enough on here. I think Close Enough was the key. That was why I'm so speculative on Adult Swim airing on Cartoon Network instead of TBS. Adult Swim Junior is an interesting future development. It seems possible, but at the same time, it really just could be a long-running joke. The upcoming cartoons have potential to give this block high viewership, but the fractured nature of Turner's cartoons mean either TBS or Cartoon Network could have the block. But what do you guys think of Adult Swim Junior's potential? I hope this video filled you in on not only the potential of Adult Swim Junior, but the status of Adult Swim and TBS's programming. Of course, next week we're going back to classics, we're going back to historical, we're going back to things of the present and past, not in the future. Anything else about this block will be on the Animation Nation format, where it's breaking news and it's more opinionated and it's basically more in a news format. So I'll let you guys know. Thanks for watching. I'm Brian Swan, and as always, stay tuned for more.